Ministry of Mines and Energy Landfolio for Natural Resources Management System Upgrade and Implementation in collaboration with Syntex Technologies. Interview with Mr. Erasmus Shivolo, Mining Commissioner and Deputy Permanent Secretary at Ministry of Mines and Energy and member of the Landfolio Project Steering Committee.
Overall, aims and objective of the project is really to enhance the administration of the Minerals Prospecting and Mining Act. In particular, the management and processing of mineral rights and permits. Further to that, it creates an access to online by both our clients and the public for information that is supposed to be in the public domain. The system creates a mechanism of reports that reminds the user department and individuals of outstanding tasks as well as tasks to be performed going forward. So in case there are renewals or applications pending, it gives you that signal that there is actions to be undertaken by the user department. It's indeed a wonderful tool for the Department of Mines.
Interview with Mr. Dennis Tsanga, Acting Managing Director of Syntex Technologies and engaged as the Landfolio Project Manager from the Syntex side.
A great privilege for Syntex Technologies to implement such a system of this magnitude to the Ministry of Mines and Energy. The Ministry has been using the product previously named Flex Cadastre, now Landfolio, since 2014. During that time, the system is being utilized by the Mines Directorate, but over the years, due to the success and the efficiency that the system brings, we have now rolled it out to the Diamond Directorate as well as the Petroleum Directorate. It also featured new enhancements that were brought about for the Mining Directorate as well. To Syntex Technologies, being involved in such a project is of great importance to us. We believe in playing a vital role to the delivery of such systems in the government of Namibia, linking to Vision 2030 as well as under the guidance of NDP 5 to enable and prepare government to run systems efficiently as well as playing a role in e-governance, which is the way forward for any ministry or organization that wants to run efficiently. During the project, Syntex Technologies prides itself in emphasizing on skills transfer and training. This enables the ministry to run its operations smoothly with the system that would have implemented. And then, of course, we make sure that we create champions within the functional side of the application as far as making sure that we've got the internal power users that can use and operate the system efficiently.
Landfolio project was officially kicked off on the 4th of June 2018. Below are the highlights of the major objectives that were set to be achieved through this project. Despite minor challenges during the project implementation, all main tasks were successfully completed in the stipulated timeframe. Requirements gathering workshops were held prior to the compilation of the business mapping and design document. The workshops were held in various boardrooms at the ministry's head office as well as the auditorium, ensuring collection of requirements and participation from all the departments concerned. This ensured that the project implementation team had all the details required to prepare a comprehensive and well-researched business mapping and design document. After thorough discussions and adhering to all expected deliverables, the signing of the business mapping and design document was conducted on the 8th of August 2018, signifying the go-ahead for the development of the prototype system. To achieve knowledge transfer effectively, various methods were utilized, which included formal presentations and training, query responses, self-study, review of documents shadowing, and hand-holding activities. The high-level benefits of the project include, but are not limited to, the following, which are in line with Vision 2030 objectives and e-governance framework. Interview with Mrs. Maggie Shino, Petroleum Commissioner at Ministry of Mines and Energy and member of the Landfolio Project Steering Committee.
This project on its own has been a benefit to the department. In the past, we did not have a systematic way of how to manage or deal with our license applications as well as permits. So having learned from our sister Department of Mines, we saw things were working better for them, and so we decided also to have these benefits extended to the Department of Dam and Affairs. So basically we expect benefits in terms of streamlined licensing and permitting processes. We also expect to have smoother communications with our customers and stakeholders. And last but not least, we also expect benefits in terms of segregation of duties from the role players or the inspectors or the staff members involved in the licensing process, so that we know exactly who does what and not, and then we ensure that we have a smoother licensing process. You see, as far as data handling and reporting per se, we really expect an improvement, a significant improvement in this regard. So we will know exactly how and what type of data we are handling from day to day. And we also want to keep track of the data and information, because we handle very sensitive information, and this project itself has played a magnificent role in such a way that we will be able now to ensure that data handling and statistics as well as related information is handled in an efficient and effective manner. We participate to the Kimberley process, and it's a process that requires our full commitment in such a way that when it comes to transparency in whatever we do in terms of trade in diamonds, that should be well enhanced. Similarly, in terms of statistical data management and reporting, we hope with this project or with this system, things will be better for us. We'll be able to meet our deadlines in terms of reporting. We will be able to report on accurate and reliable data at the end of the day, so we become very competitive.
Sample workflow upstream and downstream processes in the Petroleum Directorate as a result of the business process analysis and mapping exercise. Interview with Mrs. Mina Awene Gahutu, Director, Diamond Affairs at Ministry of Mines and Energy and member of the Landfolio Project Steering Committee.
The side of the Petroleum Affairs Directorate, the main benefit that we are hoping to achieve or to gain from using the system is especially the data capture. The Petroleum Affairs Directorate deals with a lot of data. We deal with a lot of managing of petroleum licenses, and this is a very administrative, challenging activity that requires a lot of input, a lot of feedback from the client, and a lot of data that need to be processed. So with the new system, it provides us an opportunity for us to have a site or an online portal where we can be in full control of what we are doing on one system. Particularly, another benefit that we are hoping to achieve is our outreach to our stakeholders and our clients. Before, when somebody needs information regarding, especially if I can give an example on the downstream system, we didn't have a system online or an access or a page online where people can actually visualize and see where do we have sites in Namibia, where do we have licenses that have been issued, especially in the petroleum downstream. And now with this system they are able to get that without having necessarily to come in for example, if somebody have an inquiry of how many service stations will they find in a particular town, they can be able to get on our website and also have an access to that. And it's also the same for the upstream side. Before, we used to have just a static image of our license map. And when you have a license map, it wasn't as interactive as the new system that we are that we are going to get now. And we hope that this will provide details of our services to our people without them inquiry coming to line up in our offices and get this information. It definitely brings efficiency. First of all, it provides us with an administrative efficiency. As you know, with government, we deals with lots of paperwork. With a new system of having everything on one portal, we are able to manage to have access to our information and be able to work with the information without necessarily going from office to office looking for the file. In terms of its applicability, it's quite user friendly. It's quite a tool that anyone can learn. Although I think this challenge comes as a design of our system, that it's a long process, especially when you're trying to enter in your license from the beginning to the end. There's a lot of input that a user need to feed into the system. But that comes with the process. But once that process is being done and all the input has been provided to the system, it's quite easy to use and easy to get feedback and query on. And although we have only used it at the testing phase, and we are still now in the process of fully being conversed with the system, with time. This is how you get to know if something is really working perfectly. But for now, until now, it has proven itself that it's quite a user-friendly system, and it makes our administration very, very much easier than how it was before.
Sample workflow processes in the Diamond Department as a result of the business process analysis and mapping exercise. Sample revised processes in the Mines Directorate. Interview with Mr. Samuel Mulunga, Acting Deputy Director, IT at Ministry of Mines and Energy, and engaged as the Landfolio Project Manager from the ministry side.
This system is really just complementing other applications that we have in the ministry, and the overall needs of any application is really to help with efficiency, to take away manual processes, and to just help where human beings are not as effective, to help us with going back into the past when we are doing, let's say, reviews, or when we are querying the system. The system can always better answer a question than a human being. For example, tell me how many applications were there in the past week. A system will always be better in that. But just zooming in specifically on Landfolio, Landfolio it's building on a system that was already in place in the Mining Directorate. So we brought on the Petroleum Directorate and the Diamond Affairs Directorate. Also for the Diamond Affairs Directorate, we had a system in place already, but it's building on that. So we are bringing in a modern system, linking onto the internet, web-based, and just bringing other features that enable business. So in a nutshell, this system will really ease management of licenses that the ministry offers to the public. This system, it's a good bedrock. It's building onto the plans that Office of the Prime Minister have been having for the past couple of years in terms of e-governance. So it's just fitting in perfectly because, as I mentioned earlier, it is a web interface. So the internal clients can access it from various computers as long as they have internet access. And also looking into the future, we are making preparations for digital government. Really, digital government is the way forward now. in the international space, the international countries have made massive progress on that. So with a system like Landfolio, we're just preparing ourselves as a ministry really just to tap into that, into digital government, which is, as I said, which is the future.
The previous Flex Cadastre system interface. The new Landfolio system interface, more modern, easier to use. Landfolio features improved security and SSL encryption. Access to the Landfolio system is based on individual or group roles and permissions, thereby controlling what various users are able to see and do in the system. Both internal and external notifications for actions required or information are triggered and sent from the system. Landfolio features a powerful search tool, making it easy for users to find information as and when required. Advanced GIS component enables map visualization, selection and validation of coordinates, restricted areas. Interview with Mr. Kali Ramia, business analyst and functional team lead from Trimble.
Both a personal feat and an organizational one for Trimble, having to extend our Landfolio solution to 2 new directorates within the Ministry of Mines and Energy. The Directorate of Diamond Affairs and the Directorate of Petroleum Affairs, respectively, have been implementing an upgraded and advanced version of the Landfolio software to cater for all licenses and permits, right from the very inception up until expiry and thereafter. This comes with a great degree of flexibility, nice, fresh, clean user interface, and new functionality to ensure seamless processes, as well as continuous tracking, monitoring, and managing of all their data. Landfolio is a web-based application which is going to replace the previous tedious manual-based system which has been running, which means that Landfolio now represents a continuous and single central database repository, managing all data, ensuring good compliance and governance with the laws and regulations. And a powerful spatial technology within the software ensures that all shapes and hydrocarbon blocks within individual licenses are able to be displayed and viewed promptly, and beautiful maps and images are being created off that for both internal and external clients and stakeholders. Clients and stakeholders also get notified through notifications sent on Landfolio throughout various processes of their workflow.